Here's your news for March 7th, 2020. We are starting off today with news from WWE's Mattel Toys line as, once again, the coronavirus has affected the world of professional wrestling. On Instagram, Ringside Collectibles revealed that due to the disease and concerns in China, several of the upcoming Mattel figures will be delayed. These delays include the new Elite Series 76, which features highly detailed replicas of John Cena from WrestleMania 35, Braun Strowman with the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal Trophy, Heavy Machinery, Lacey Evans, and the Brood version of Christian. In the post on social media, Ringside Collectibles thanked fans for their patience in the matter, and now these figures, as well as the others that have been delayed, will now be released between late April to late May. This news comes off the back of various reports about the coronavirus, with WWE recently hosting a talk with superstars about how to avoid being infected. Though several large public events have been canceled due to the virus, the WWE has said that they do not plan on postponing or canceling WrestleMania 36, which will take place on April 5th in Tampa, Florida. We are looking ahead to next Tuesday now, as well. This week's edition of WWE Backstage drew the lowest viewing figures in the show's history. Next week's show will feature a very special guest. During last night's edition of SmackDown, it was revealed that AJ Styles will be appearing on the FS1 show, but we don't know who the guest analysts will be. In just 4 years since his debut at the 2016 Royal Rumble, Styles has had an incredible run, including 2 reigns as WWE Champion, and with the phenomenal one rumored to be facing The Undertaker at WrestleMania, Styles will have plenty to talk about next week when the show airs at 11 p.m. Eastern. Speaking of WrestleMania, one match fans are expecting to see is Shayna Baszler vs. Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch, and though this feud has been building for a while, it may not culminate with a match at the biggest show of the year. On this week's Raw, the Queen of Spades took on Kairi Sane, who subbed in for the injured Asuka. Though, according to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, Vince McMahon didn't enjoy the match. They wrote, "There was negativity and uncertainty regarding McMahon's reaction to Baszler's match with Kairi Sane on Raw not getting the desired reaction, and Baszler not coming off like a WrestleMania headliner." The feud between Baszler and the man started back in November last year when the Queen of Spades defeated both Lynch and Bayley at Survivor Series, and was taken to the next level when Shayna bit Lynch on the February 10th edition of Raw. Despite this report, Baszler remains the odds-on favorite to win this Sunday's Women's Elimination Chamber match, which will see the winner face the man for the Raw Women's title at WrestleMania. From one match this Sunday to another now, as on this week's Go-Home edition of SmackDown, the Blue Brand added one more match to the card. When Drake Maverick told Drew Gulak that he wants to face Daniel Bryan, the former Cruiserweight Champion gave a list of Bryan's weaknesses, causing the Eco Warrior to challenge Gulak to a match at the pay-per-view this Sunday. This will also be the first pay-per-view encounter between Gulak and Bryan, as this unique feud could indeed lead to something at WrestleMania. We've got some worrying news to report now, as former WCW World Champion Scott Steiner has been rushed to the hospital in a very serious condition. According to Brad Shepard, Big Papa Pump appeared at an Impact Wrestling event on Friday night, and after showing up, collapsed backstage in the Impact locker room. Shepard went on to say that the situation appears to be very serious after Steiner was rushed to a nearby hospital, and we promise to give you an update on Scott's condition when news is available. For now, all we can do is send our best thoughts to Steiner, and we hope that the former WCW, WWE, and Impact star makes a full recovery very soon. Back to WWE now, and we're looking forward to next week's Raw, as the March 9th edition of the Red Brand will feature the return of Edge. Though rumors of the Rated R Superstar's return have been circulating for a while, the WWE has now confirmed that Edge will appear on the show, and will have plenty to say about his former friend Randy Orton. On the latest edition of Raw, the Viper gave his own twisted reasons behind attacking Edge on the post-Royal Rumble Raw, and even RKO'd Edge's wife and fellow Hall of Famer Beth Phoenix. With Edge and Orton rumored to be facing off at WrestleMania, it'll certainly be interesting to see what exactly the Ultimate Opportunist has to say, and whether Orton will strike against the Hall of Famer yet again. Speaking of returns, one person fans haven't seen much of for a while is Nia Jax, but this week, the former Raw Women's Champion once again stated she was ready to return. On Instagram, Jax posted an unfiltered lingerie picture of herself, and followed this up with a video on Twitter which had a very interesting caption. The former Raw Women's Champion didn't mince her words with a tweet that simply reads, "Hey Vince McMahon, I'm ready, #irresistible force," as the 35-year-old superstar is reportedly medically cleared to return. Jax hasn't been seen on WWE TV in almost a year after requiring double knee surgery, and time will tell what the company has planned for her when she eventually returns to the squared circle. Though Nia Jax may be ready to return to a WWE ring, the same can't be said for the Revival who, according to rumors, could be gone from WWE in a matter of months. With negotiations between the popular tag team and the WWE reportedly at a standstill, the pair were snubbed from the SmackDown Tag Team Elimination Chamber match, and now Fightful Select is reporting that the pair aren't being used at all. As they said, when Fightful inquired with WWE why they weren't in this weekend's WWE Elimination Chamber match, we were told that the two had been, quote, at home, though they hadn't requested any time off. The fact that neither Dash nor Dawson requested this time off is certainly interesting, as it looks like the former tag champions are happy enough to wait until their contracts expire. WWE hasn't exactly made things easy for the pair lately, as the company copyrighted the Revival's "No Flips, Just Fists" catchphrase, and also copyrighted the Mechanics, the name the pair used before they were dubbed the Revival in NXT. According to reports, the pair have turned down multi-year contracts to stay with WWE that would earn each man over $700,000 per year, as it's clear that money isn't the deciding factor on what happens next for the duo. With the Revival filing for the copyright to Shatter Machine with the same lawyer used by many AEW stars, there's plenty of reasons to suspect the pair will be appearing on Dynamite when they can, and until then, the pair are just fine to sit at home and be off the road. Speaking of AEW, this week's Dynamite saw an appearance by Jon Moxley, though things didn't go well for the new AEW champion. During the final moments of the show, Moxley was attacked by 3 mask-wearing members of the crowd that were later revealed to be Jake Hager, Santana, and Ortiz of the Inner Circle. On the latest episode of Wrestling Observer Live, Brian Alvarez read a letter from a fan that revealed just how much effort AEW put into making this deception work, and keep it a surprise for the crowd in Denver. He said, "When Moxley made his entrance at the beginning of the show, he walked past 3 men wearing masks in the same seats that would later be filled by Hager, Ortiz, and Santana when they jumped him at the end of the show. They had 3 guys sit there in masks all night just so they could work the small amount of people who would have noticed them showing up at the end of the night. This is an impressive level of attention to detail by AEW that made so the fans in the arena were shocked by the sneak attack, and we wouldn't be surprised if someone from WWE was watching closely as well, just to see what the opposition are doing each Wednesday night." Back to WWE now, and this week's SmackDown certainly fit in a lot on the final episode before this Sunday's Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, but there was still a big name backstage that wasn't used. The PW Insider is reporting that former WWE World Champion Jeff Hardy was backstage at this week's show, marking the 3rd consecutive episode he's been behind the scenes but not used. On this week's edition of WWE Backstage on FS1, Hardy noted that he is medically cleared following a long-term leg injury and is ready to return to the ring just as soon as the creative team have a story for him. Though Hardy is obviously ready to go, it may still be a while before fans see him, as Jeff has a court date on Monday, April 6th, the day after WrestleMania. Hardy is scheduled to be in a Moore County courtroom that day to face charges from his DWI arrest in October 2019, and hopefully Jeff will be able to get clean after being arrested not once, but twice last year. Speaking of stars who haven't been seen for a while, neither Lana nor Bobby Lashley were on Raw this week. And though the former Intercontinental Champion was backstage, his on-screen bride wasn't. The reason behind this absence is because Lana is shooting a new movie, according to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, and this film will also feature Die Hard star Bruce Willis. It's not clear what this film will be, though it may be the upcoming movie Open Source, which is the only film on Willis's IMDb page that is listed as currently being filmed. If this is the right movie, then Lana won't be the only WWE representation in the flick, as Eva Marie is also listed in the project, proving that Miss All Red Everything is doing pretty well since her WWE departure in 2017. Speaking of Lana, the Ravishing Russian's wedding to Lashley on the final Raw of 2019 also saw the return of Liv Morgan, who revealed that she and Lana had been an item recently. This caused a lot of controversy for WWE, especially as Sonya Deville, who is openly gay in real life, had petitioned for a similar angle between herself and Mandy Rose and was vocal in her anger over the angle being given to someone else. Speaking to the New York Post, Morgan revealed that she spoke to Sonya shortly before her return and has said that the pair are completely fine now. She said, "Everything's fine, everything's cool, we talked about it, she's still a very good friend of mine, and I can't be mad at anyone for how they feel and how they react to things." In recent weeks, the angle between Morgan and Lana has seemingly been abandoned, though who knows whether the WWE will allow Deville to have the angle she herself came up with at some point down the line. We've got some more AJ Styles news now, as we've already mentioned the Phenomenal One's impressive WWE tenure, and it seems the fans agree with this observation. This week, the Pro Wrestling Illustrated magazine revealed their Decade Awards special and revealed that the two-time WWE Champion has been voted Wrestler of the Decade by the readers. As someone who spent the 2010s succeeding in TNA, New Japan, and WWE, Styles definitely earned this accolade, and looks pretty pleased with his award on the cover. Fans will have to wait until June to see who else wins awards for their work over the past decade, but the issue will also include a look at Impact's first female world champion Tessa Blanchard, an article about how WWE saved Dana Brooke, and an in-depth analysis on the 25 best wrestlers under 25. And finally today, we're ending with the results from SmackDown, as the go-home show for the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view had a lot to fit in. With the show opening with the New World Order appearing on A Moment of Bliss, the trio were quickly confronted by Sami Zayn and his crew before Braun Strowman and the legendary group sent him packing. Up next, SmackDown Women's Champion Bayley and Sasha Banks picked up a big win over Naomi and Lacey Evans, while Sheamus picked up another victory over Apollo Crews. In our second women's tag match of the night, Fire and Desire continued their winning ways with a win over Carmella and Dana Brooke, while Bray Wyatt added John Cena's face to his wall of friends and victims inside the Firefly Funhouse. And in the main event, Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode won a tag team gauntlet match, meaning they will enter the Elimination Chamber last this Sunday. And though time will tell whether the duo will be leaving the pay-per-view with the SmackDown tag team titles, the odds are certainly looking good for the show-off and his glorious tag team partner.